Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This article that I have today is funny and funny because it's ridiculous in the way it's written, and that reveals a lot the way some individuals see this issue, look at it. And I would like you to be very careful to the words they use here. So please pay attention. This article comes from Yahoo News. Now, Yahoo, just so you know, from my perspective, it's a leftist platform. How do you want to call it? Outlet, whatever you want. It's inclined to the left. It goes to the left. So remember, this is comes from Yahoo News, Christopher Wilson, June 23rd, 2022. This is the title, quote unquote, Dark Day. Democrats respond to Supreme Court striking down New York gun law. All right. Now, listen here. Prominent Democrats called a Supreme Court decision further expanding gun rights a dark day for the country that should deeply trouble us all. All right, I'm going to read it again. Did you catch that? The prominent Democrats called the Supreme Court decision, the decision of a court, further expanding gun rights. That means give more rights. Expand the rights. A dark day. So expanding rights in any kind of, it's dark. It's a dark day for the country that should deeply trouble us all. So from the very beginning, if you expand my rights as an individual, that's bad. Regardless, okay, let's say it's the freedom of speech. And let's say a court expanding my right, my freedom of speech, my speech rights, it's a dark day. Put it in the context of this. Let's put it to another right. Let's say freedom of the press. Expanding the freedom of the right of the freedom of the press, it's a dark day. Put it, if you want it, to abortion. Put it to whatever you want. That means more freedom, more liberty is a dark day. That's how I take it, and that's the way. I don't know if that's the way this guy and these guys are claiming. Let's see. The Supreme Court released its ruling on New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruen on Thursday morning, with all 6 Republican-appointed justices overturning a New York law that required residents to show proper cause in order to carry a concealed handgun. The board ruling from Justice Clarence Thomas is likely to undercut other gun safety legislation across the country. So I'm repeating this. New York law that required residents to show proper cause in order to carry a handgun. My proper cause is defending my right to defend myself from anyone who might attack me at any time. Do I have to show the exact people? Like you know he's going to rob you. Like you know he's going to attack you with a gun. Like you know he's going to come and try to rape your girlfriend or your wife that you're walking down the street. You have to know that person. I have probable cause to think that that I'm walking down the street might do that to me. I'm not going to use anything, but I have the right to defend myself, don't I? Why? I have to show probable cause of being able to, in case I'm attacked, I can defend myself, or at least not defend like using it, but use it as a deterrent. Many times this can be used as a deterrent, not as a brandishing or even using it. Just the fact that the attacker sees that you have it, or figures out that you got it, is gonna think 5 times, even if he's armed, or if she's armed, could be a she, or maybe a non-binary person. Let's say whatever they identify as, that could be a deterrent. If they think that you might have it on you, they will have a little bit more reservation to attack you, to mug you. But if they know that the probability that you are armed and he can't see it on you because it's concealed, which this thing with concealed and not in plain view, I think my opinion is just dumb. I mean, for instance, Michigan has a carry, and you in plain view. You can open carry. That's how it's called. That means you can carry it and everybody can see it. But you need a license if you hide it, if you have it hidden. What? First, if I have the right to carry that, regardless if I carry it in my ass, if I carry it under my armpit, or in my pants, or wherever I want, in my hair if it fits, wherever I want, I have the right to have it. So this thing with carried license, no open carry, no license. The Constitution should state the same. Again, you have to prove, that, oh my God, you have reasons or something. My reason is self-defense, and it's none of your business if I carry it or not. It's for my own protection, my family's protection. You know, the average response of the law enforcement after you call, hey, they're in my house, that's 9 minutes. 9 minutes is the average response of a law enforcement in the United States. In 9 minutes, we can do a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff can be done to you, to your kids, to your family, to your property. What about if you have a few? You call them, but by the time the cops come, you can do a lot of things to other people, right? Defend yourself. It's unbelievable. This is what bothered me. Democrats call the Supreme Court decision further expanding gun rights a dark day. If you don't want to have them, don't have them. But don't infringe me from having it. I'm not going to hurt anybody. And you can't, just think, oh, you might. Well, like that, you're going to take my guns away? You're going to take your guns away like this? You might hit your bike to hit me in the head, so no more bikes. So it's just for self-protection. Clear and nice. There are some crazies. There are some crazies with knives. There are crazies with cars. Remember, each and every, oh no, Biden is deeply disappointed. Well, he's not up. Other people write for him probably. He's just, nevertheless, it's just, we can find reasons to infringe other people's rights at any moment. At any moment. Any moment. A rock can be used. A knife can be used. And, remember, for instance, Japan. Japan, weapons were forbidden. Only the samurai could have weapons, not the peasants. It was forbidden, so they can't revolt and change the system. The feudal, the daimyo system. All those, the feudal system where the daimyo was in charge and so on. Anyway, the generals and blah, blah, blah. The peasants could not have it, so they cannot do anything about it. And what did they do? They learned how to use other means, other things, like regular knives, a tonfa, the one that you use for rice to heat it, other sticks. And that's how the martial arts, became more popular, because they could not use weapons in Japan, feudal Japan. So what do you think? These guys are not going to, if they really want to hurt you, they're not going to hurt you. And my problem is that law-abiding citizens will not have the means to defend themselves, but the criminals, they will have those weapons illegally anyway. This is what bothers me. They will have them. And if they know that you might not have it, they will come to your house very nicely and, smoking, hey, these guys are sitting ducks over here. Which one you want to attack today? What neighbor you want to attack? But if they know you might have it, and it's a different story. It's a deterrent. Now, crazies were, and will be forever. That's not to say, oh my God, you can't talk like that. What are you going to do? They are limited, but don't limit my right. Go after criminals. But if you think like this, you're going to prevent me from having anything else. Let's say tomorrow someone uses a propane tank to create an explosion somewhere. What are we going to do? We're not going to grill anymore. We're not going to use our grilling and the barbecue and all that because the propane tank was used once or twice, put in to create an explosion. It's an example. A car has about 15 gallons of gas. It's 50 or some liters of highly inflammable materials, liquids. That can be used for something. What are you going to do about it? It's so much, and you say, but we got to do something. Well, you gotta do, but you have to juggle with criminals. Will have the opportunity to do whatever I want. I'm gonna see. Cops, they are right here to. Just a second. Wait, hold on. I'm not talking with the cops, okay? I'm gonna talk like that with the criminal. Wait, and he's gonna wait. Okay, yeah. No, I don't have time. If I call the cops, 9 minutes on average. 9 minutes. You know what it is? Some cops show in 1 minute. Some people might show in 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I don't want to be there. If you want to be there, it's your choice. And besides, these politicians, they are surrounded by armed guards. I don't have the money paid by us. And even if they pay by, with their own money, I don't have the means. Why should I? And why in the hell I have a constitution then? And don't give me the musket thing. Oh, the musket. Well, then don't use the mass media. Don't use the internet. Don't use the telephone. Don't use the TV. Don't use the laptop. Don't use any internet. Don't use it. Because the founders did not, when I said free mass media, the mass media, the free press, they didn't mean, they meant only newspapers. That's all they meant. And verbal, that's it. So ban everything else. Because it's not good. If you use the same arguments, they didn't think about the AK-47s. They didn't think of internet either. So what are we going to do? Nevertheless, thank you very much for being with me again today. Expanding our rights is bad. And those Republicans are just fake. Fake. They're the same party as the other one, just wearing a mustache. That's all. That's how you recognize them. Because if you look at what the Constitution, how much freedom it gave us, and how much we got now, it went left all the way. Our rights, our liberties were infringed more and more and more. That's what it is. Everything is turned right. You have to have some limitations. That's true. That's true. But now you go straight to my right to bear and carry a gun. What is that? Unless someone gives me permission or what? I mean, even with the freedom of speech. I'm not going to get in that today. Nevertheless. Yeah, it's a dark day because we have more freedom and rights. Thank you very much for being with. The rights are not the government's. They didn't give us the rights. In the Constitution, the rights and in the Declaration of Independence, the rights are given by the Creator. They're just over there to make sure they are defended, not limited. That's the role of government. It's written over there. Are we reading or what are we doing? Not the government. The government cannot take what it did not give. Not the government gave us the right. The Creator, God. How about that? The government is over there just to make sure that those rights are not trampled by some like them. And they are. Look at everything that we can do or we can't do from the very beginning. Tell me what rights we got. Oh, we got the women can vote. Great. Slavery abolished. Great. Anything else? The rest is just like this. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth and be just.